Hi everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 2, Episode 14, Whispers. So this was an okay episode, like it didn't super wow me or anything, only because it's one of those conspiracy theory episodes, and I've said before, especially in The Next Generation, like the one where Riker's in the insane asylum stands out. I'm not super into those conspiracy theory, only because you can tell that by the end everything's going to go back to the way it was. Now, Deep Space Nine is very well known for being very, story arc driven, and things aren't always what they seem. But this is one of those things where you can tell that something's not right, and by the end of the episode, it will be fixed. So it starts out pretty interesting, where things just aren't the way they seem with Miles O'Brien, Chief O'Brien. Where Molly doesn't want to talk to him, and Keiko doesn't want to be near him, and everybody's avoiding him. People aren't giving him his job duties, and just the whole station is just acting very odd towards him. And then, Keiko just tries to get out of their apartment, and then later on, she's seen talking to Cisco. And so I'm just going to kind of boil this way down. Throughout the whole episode, things just are acting very, very odd. And O'Brien feels like the station has been taken over by something, which I always find that interesting, where people always blame, the entire station is acting weird towards him, but people never look at themselves. So I thought that was and that's kind of the whole point of this episode. And as we continue through it, O'Brien finally says enough is enough. He even goes right to Odo, and Odo's like, okay, I think you got a point. And then later on, Odo becomes adapted. He becomes one of the pod people. And now O'Brien knows everybody's infected with something. So he steals a runabout and he takes off. To get to the end of the episode, it turns out that O'Brien was actually replaced by a replicant. Not like Blade Runner, but... So he was replaced by a lookalike, and the real O'Brien has been here. And so nobody was fully sure if it was actually O'Brien or not, and that's why everybody kind of kept their distance, and he was locked out of systems, whereas the people under O'Brien were allowed to do things. So overall, it was a good episode. It was very well directed, and it was very well acted. Just the overall plot, it's just not a plot that appeals to me. So for those who have seen this one, is this the type of episode that you're just super invested in and you love it and you got to figure out exactly what it is? Or are you more like me and you're just just get to the end where everything goes back to normal? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for Paradise.